we'd sit and we'd play Slayer, like South of Heaven and Angel of Death and stuff on his guitars, which were all Jackson. Like my friend Priestley, who's here today with his wife and his kids, I showed it him because it's like a milestone for us too, you know, growing up playing Jacksons and then playing World of Warcraft in the evening. Amazing. And then we'd be waiting in between, like queuing to get in like raids and dungeons and things, and we'd just sit and we'd shred, and then we'd be like, right, on computer.
Jonathan Graham here for Thinking About Guitar. We're sitting here with the one and only Konan from Malevolence. Look, special guest when you arrive, mate, anytime, but you got an extra special guest right here. We saw this live on the stage earlier. Yeah. What can you tell us about this?
This is my new Jackson collaboration with Blizzard. So that's the company that makes World of Warcraft. Yeah. And it's a really special collab because I started playing Jackson guitars when I was 14 years old. I got my first ever Jackson Charvel Model 6. I've still got it to this day. It's hung up on my wall. Absolutely love it. And I always dreamt of just playing Jackson guitars. I never thought I'd get the opportunity to actually play for Jackson, which I do now. So that's like a life goal ticked off. And when Jackson said to me, are you interested in doing a collaboration? And we sort of linked it up. And they said, what kind of collab would you like to do? And I was like, Debbie, our day-to-day manager, asked me, she said, what games do you like? And I said, there's only one game I've ever played in my whole life, really. Yeah. And that's World of Warcraft. And I played World of Warcraft since I was 14, played all the expansions, everything. And all myself and all my friends from school, that's what we did. We'd go to school, we'd go home, we'd sit and we'd play Slayer, like South of Heaven and Angel of Death and stuff on his guitars, which were all Jackson. Like my friend Priestley, who's here today with his wife and his kids, I showed it him because it's like a milestone for us too, you know, growing up playing Jacksons and then playing World of Warcraft in the evening. Amazing. And then we'd be waiting in between, like queuing to get in like raids and dungeons and things, and we'd just sit and we'd shred, and then we'd be like, right, on computer. So like this guitar for me is like a full turning point in terms of not only do I play for Jackson, but then I've just done a collab with the two things I've spent most of my childhood doing consistently since I was 14.
For the guys who are like, they want to get their hands on something like this, are we looking at a limited run here that they can get as well?
It's not even a limited run, this is just a one of one.
It's just going to be a one of one?
It's literally a one of one, the only one that they've...
What a fucking tease that is!
Yeah. It's just a one of one, it's not like a signature or anything, it's just literally a collab that means a lot to me.
Now obviously we're looking at some custom graphics on here or whatever, but in terms of like the actual specifications, what were some of your must-haves in terms of the setup?
I mean, I've got another guitar like this, and this is I think it's either a 26.5 or a 27-inch baritone. So Tim Hillier from Jackson gave me a baritone warrior-shaped guitar, and I love that guitar so much. I was like, oh, baritone could be my thing. Yeah. So I was like, let's do this one a baritone. And obviously, the reverse headstock, I was explaining this earlier, like my friend Priestley I just spoke about, he had a reverse headstock guitar, and my Jackson Charvel Model 6 is just a normal one. And I was so envious. I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I couldn't afford one back then. So I was like, let's not do a shape I've already done. Let's go for the Jackson Kelly shape, and let's go baritone, because I love that. We've got the Lumile side dots, because that's like, I feel like that's only a feature what's been added into guitars in the last 10 years. Right. But now I couldn't play a guitar live without it. You need to be able to see what you're doing, and when you've got strobes on and everything. So we've got Lumiles. There's just like the Jackson standard locking tuners on it.
Of course.
I don't really know what woods it is, to be honest.
Quite lightweight. Probably.
Yeah, it's...
so you maybe a basswood or something or older. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, beautiful neck, and the jumbo frets, of course.
Yeah, exactly. I think the stainless as well. I'm not entirely sure.
And your Seymour Duncans?
The Seymour Duncans are just a standard, what they put in this type of guitar. And this is a Nazgul, I think. Okay. Because this guitar is part of I think it's like an X series or something like that. Yeah. They did like a limited run of baritones. So this is one of them. But yeah, the Nazgul in it. I wanted to change these out before this show, but I literally got this guitar. I've seen it for the first time about 2 hours ago. So
what will you be putting in?
EMGs.
And the EMGs.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put EMGs in it.
So in terms of like, because that over the years, I mean, you guys experimented with extended range stuff and low tunings and what have you. A lot of the time, if you don't get you know, the amp settings right or your pickups are slightly wrong, it can be a bit sort of flabby, wishy-washy,
Yeah, of
especially on
course.
stage. What have been some of the things that you've learned over the years where it was like, actually, see, to get the exact sound we want? Because it's different in the studio, isn't it, than live?
Of course, yeah. Well,
what have you
so
sort of found?
for me, I mean, this is one of two guitars that I've got that doesn't have a Floyd Rose. I'm a massive Floyd Rose fan. Or I've got 14 guitars that have all got Floyd Roses. And I don't actually play anything with the whammy bar.
Right.
I just do brute force and ignorance, and I put my whole hand under and I pull it up.
Sure,
so when I'm doing dive bombs,
yeah.
I literally just pull it. And
it's a great look, that.
I just do it because the whammy bar gets in the way. I hate when they spin round and swing. And then because I don't use the whammy bar, I don't, if you'll see any of my other guitars that I play live that have got a Floyd, I don't have any nuts on the top. It's just the locking bridge, but all the screws are taken out and all the bits, they just get chucked in bins straight away. And I just like the flexibility that I've got a full floating bridge, so it's all set up perfect, but I can still just tune up here. And then if I need to get it in a little bit, I can just use the fine tuners. So that's like the thing for me in terms of perfecting everything. And then another thing is the strings. So obviously different. When I was younger, I didn't really, well, up till about 2 years ago, I didn't really notice the difference between strings that much. And you know, the strings that I play now is a custom set from Dunlop, and they hooked us up with all that. And this, because they were in a rush to get it me for today, this has got Didarios on, which I used to play. Now the difference is this wound 62 on the top, on the bottom string, as you want to call it. It's wound quite loosely, and it's really scratchy. So I struggle quite a lot with my triplets today because you can hear it scratching.
Interesting, right?
You get a lot of scratching on this, whereas the Dunlops that I play on all my guitars, you know, they're absolutely fantastic, and you don't get any of this scratchiness. And then pickups wise, I just got a hookup with the MG recently. And I got given a soloist, a USA soloist by Tim Jackson, and that's one of my favourite guitars ever. And it's got EMGs in. So Tommy from EMG hit me up, said, "Do you want some EMGs?" And he's just shipped me a bunch. And I tried to put one in one of my guitars the other day, but it turns out I've got to route it out. So so I got a bit stuck.
Now you guys back with a brand new album. We're only a few days away from it releasing.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's Where Only the Truth Is Spoken. That's out on the 20th of June. And just in every way, shape and form, I feel like this record is just a massive step up in terms of our sound, the production, the progression of our band's music in general. It's, you know, we've always talked about our influences over the years and how we've incorporated that into our sound. And working with Josh Wilbur this time, who produced the record, he didn't necessarily, like a lot of producers will say, you know, this is my way and we're going to do it like this and I'm going to make you into this big artist. And to us, that's selling out. So we really wanted to work with someone, and it ended up perfect with Josh Wilbur because he's more of like a mediator in terms of all the members of the band getting their opinions voiced without us arguing. And then he filters out and picks the best idea. So it's really still a full Malevolence record in terms of it's all our ideas and everything, and he's just really picked the best bits and glued it all together. And the record's just, it's my favourite record ever.
What we've heard so far of it, I mean, you know, we've had some snippets, and obviously the stuff you've released is fantastic, and you guys got to hear some of the new stuff today as well, of course, which was incredible. But obviously, you know, working with Josh so many years with, you know, from the guitar side of things, and you guys, you integrate so well. Was that like a partnership that was just so easy for you guys right from the off?
What, in terms of Josh Wilbur or?
With Josh Baines.
Josh Baines, yeah. I mean, we met when he was 11. I was like 14 or 15. We met at a bike track. And the story of the band is basically, we met, he told me an electric drum kit. I didn't believe him. I went to his house. We jammed. I said, we're starting a band. Ever since then, we play guitar with each other for 20 years now. And we're just locked in. And, you know, he writes all the riffs in Malevolence. I don't do that much writing. But I have my input in terms of the structure and the lyrics and the melodies and harmonies, and, you know, and we're just a really good team. There's no like egos or jealousy there. I just know he's the better player, and I want him to record the record. I want his ideas, and, you know, it works out sick. We're just best mates, and, you know, it all works perfectly that way, rather than there being a tension between.
Oh no, you can
who
feel
gets
it,
to
and it's
choose.
such a great energy, and you guys work so well together. It's interesting that you say better player, because obviously that's not the way we see it. It's like there's no competition in it. I mean, one doesn't really work well with the other. It's such a great partnership.
I mean, we're just a really good team.
Yeah.
You know, he basically teaches me everything I know, and he writes the riffs, and I can play them. And it's not necessarily the just teaching someone a riff. Like, anyone could play a riff. Yeah. It's how you play that riff with each other.
Absolutely.
So like, we've got 20 years of experience playing together. I know what he's going to do next.
Yeah.
I know exactly where he's going with it.
Yes.
I know, and when we play live, we don't play all the songs to a click.
Yeah.
And I mean, people have said, "Are you not playing to a click?" I mean, we did a podcast recently, and everyone was saying, "What? There's no click," and we just played a song.
You feel, you know the language.
And, we know what's coming next. You know, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of experience and a lot of playing together.
Absolutely.
To get to that
I know
point,
you need to get away, but there's a lot of people wanting to see this guitar. I really appreciate taking the time out to show it to us today, and
you're
congratulations
welcome.
on the new album.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you.